Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're just going to chat a little bit and we are going to talk about my most favorite videos to watch on YouTube as well as my least favorite videos to watch on YouTube. I don't know who started this sort of tag video, but I know that I saw Jessica Braun, Jam Beauty 89 do it, so I will link her video down below so you can hear what she had to say about this. I think that I also saw Samantha March do this, so if I did, then I will link hers down below as well. They're two of my favorites, so make sure and check them out if you haven't already. But I just thought this was a really interesting type of video because some of the things that they were talking about, I was like, yes, 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 whether it was the favorite or the least favorite. So I just thought this was a really interesting topic. And please continue the conversation down below in the comments. I would really love to hear what your favorites and least favorites are to watch on YouTube because I just find this really interesting and it will also help me figure out what I should do for you too. So let's just jump right in. So let's start with my favorites. And now I will say, a lot more favorites than I do least favorites, so that's good. And this is just an opinion thing. Again, you know, this is just how I feel, so you may feel differently, you may agree with me. You know, there's no offense meant towards anybody who does these type of videos. You know, everybody has their own taste. That's what makes the world go round, right? So I try to narrow down my favorites because I have so many favorites, but I tried to talk about the ones that are like my favorite. That, you know, if I'm going through my subscription feed and there are people that I like, that if they post this type of video, I'm always going to watch it. Because even of my most favorite people on YouTube, there are videos that I won't watch, just not because I have like an issue with it. It's just that they're not my favorite to watch. And, you know, I mean, just like anybody else, my time is limited and it's valuable, so I'm not going to watch what I don't love, right? So the first thing that I love to watch are reviews. Now, I want to be a little more specific. I really enjoy watching reviews, but only when they're really thorough, well-researched, well-thought-out reviews. Now, what I mean by that is, I do feel like sometimes here on YouTube, there's this pressure to get videos out right away when a new product comes out, and I totally understand that, but I don't want to hear your review if you've only used it 2 times. You know, I don't want to hear a review on an eyeshadow palette if you've only used 2 of the colors, but oh my gosh, it's so pigmented and I love it. I want to hear how it performs when you've used all the colors multiple times. You know, when you've worn it all day, when you've maybe worn it outside, when you've worn it traveling, you know, not all of those things necessarily, but you get what I mean. I want to hear how something really performs when you've given it a really good try. And that's something that I want to strive to do here as well. Now that I've brought back my channel is I really want to make sure and put up reviews when I feel like I've really given something a good try and I can give you my honest opinion. Not that I wasn't being honest when I posted things before about, you know, things in my favorites, but, you know, it's easy to say that you love something when you've tried it a few times and then maybe your opinion changes. Maybe it doesn't, but I just think it's really important to be careful about what you're saying on here because people are listening. You know, not that I have that many people watching right now, but, you know, hopefully eventually I will, and I want them to feel like they can count on my reviews to be what I really feel and to be also, you know, really educated reviews, if that makes sense. The next thing that I love to watch are vlogs. I really enjoy watching vlogs. You know, I don't watch everybody's vlogs, but if there are people that I really enjoy on YouTube, when they post vlogs, I really enjoy them. You know, Vlogmas is a really fun time. And I really just enjoy, even just when people are doing really mundane, everyday, hanging out type of things. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm nosy. I don't know, but I really enjoy them. And I feel like that's something that, you know, if my channel grows to a certain point that I would consider doing here and there because I don't know, maybe, you know, maybe you guys out there would enjoy that. I don't know how I'd feel about filming them. I know that I enjoy watching them. So, you know, sometimes you try to make videos that you enjoy watching because that's more fun, right? So I don't know, I think that I might think about doing that because I just really enjoy vlogs. More and more these days, I just enjoy watching them. The next thing that I really enjoy watching are tutorials. I love watching tutorials. You know, I've heard on different channels people talk about how they're sort of like old school now because a lot of people aren't doing them, but I love them. I mean, I also love get ready with me style videos, those two, because people like kind of chat to you throughout them. You feel like you can get to know them better that way, but I love tutorials too. I mean, that's how I learned really how to do makeup. I mean, obviously it was practice too, but I learned a lot and I continue to learn a lot through tutorials. So I hope that they never stop. I love watching them, especially from some of the people that I watch that are really talented, you know, makeup artists or self-taught makeup artists. I really love watching them and I feel like I learn a lot when I watch them. And the last one that I wanted to include were declutter videos slash collection videos. Now, I probably prefer declutter over collection videos. What I like about declutter videos is that they sort of go through the products and they tell you why they're keeping things and why they're not. And especially with some of these bigger channels where they have a huge collection because they're being sent things, and they are buying things because it's their job. They have to review it. It's really interesting to see what they decide to keep, what they decide to get rid of, especially when some of those things were included in their you know, in their favorites videos, which, you know, goes back to what I was saying about reviews. But it's sort of like you're getting all these, you know, tons and tons of mini reviews. And it's just interesting to see when people are being really, really cutthroat about things, what they want to get rid of, and what they want to keep. And I really like makeup collection videos. It's a little bit of a guilty pleasure thing. It's like, oh my God, look at that amazing collection. But it also is good to see, you know, what people, you know, feel like they want to keep around, what they have, you know, what they feel like, even if it's not something that they are using a lot, what they feel like they need to hang on to compare other things to. You know, that's interesting to me as somebody with a channel. You know, I like to see what people feel like they want to hang on to for those reasons, for YouTube specific reasons, and not even just, you know, as a makeup owner, you know, normal everyday, you know, person using makeup, what they would keep. Now, videos that I really don't enjoy watching, ones that I don't watch like anymore at all, ever. The first one, the biggest one, is PR hauls. I never watch PR hauls anymore. I was for a little while. Now I really don't watch them. I don't mind seeing some PR opening type of stuff on like Snapchat or in vlogs. I don't have a problem with it there, you know, seeing a little bit of it. I can skip over some of it if I want, whatever. But I really hate those videos, you know, with the thumbnails, with like all these boxes and whatever. Now look, part of it is jealousy. I'll admit that. Like, you know, seeing them get all this stuff, I'm just like, wow, that's, you know, they're lucky. That's really awesome. You know, I mean, if I ever received stuff for PR, like I mean, that would just be unbelievable. That's just the coolest thing ever. I mean, especially, you know, at this point, if I want to review something, I have to buy it. And that's fine. But, you know, being able to receive things and try them, that's just a very, really cool thing. But again, like, I don't need to see all of it. You know, I know that you're receiving it. You know, us as viewers, we know that it's happening. It's fine. It's part of it. I totally get why they get it. But I don't need to like see a whole video on it. That's just me. I also feel kind of uncomfortable sometimes when, you know, these companies send them these elaborate gifts and these elaborate packages, and it seems very, very wasteful and just over the top. You know, I see, you know, these brands bringing people on trips, and like, that's really nice, but it just seems like that money could be used in a much more charitable way, for example. You know, it kind of bugs me a little. I mean, you know, would I love to go on a brand trip? I mean, yeah, who wouldn't? But it just, you know, not being there and just watching it go on, it makes you feel a little uncomfortable because you're like, wow, they're spending all this money to like, you know, make these influencers really warm and fuzzy. And I don't know, us as viewers, like, what does that do for us? It just kind of makes us feel like, okay, well, great for them. So yeah, not my favorite videos to watch anymore. The next one is kind of goes along with what I was talking about with reviews, and they are first impression videos that don't include a follow-up later. So I don't have a problem with first impressions, and this is something that I used to do, and my opinion has certainly changed about it, and I've just become a little more of an educated viewer and now hopefully YouTuber. You know, I've watched first impressions that I've done before, and I've watched first impressions that other people have done before, and then they end up not liking that product later, or their opinion changes. And so I really have a hard time watching some of these when they do a first impression and it's like, okay, that's great. You know, you're giving your first impression. That's totally fine. But then I want to hear how you feel about it a month from now, or, you know, after you've worn it for a while. And then, you know, let me know if your opinion changed. Like I love, you know, for example, seeing haul videos that then have a haul update where then they talk about, you know, how they felt about those products later. You know, it's great to see everything that you bought, but I want to know what's going on with it later, not just, you know, in favorites videos or whatever, you know. I like a video being devoted to that. So that's something that I'm going to strive for on my channel is, you know, if I do a first impression of something or a haul or whatever, to then provide you with a video a little while later, you know, a few weeks later or whatever, that will update you on how I'm feeling about those products, because you may like something as soon as you use it, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody has that like initial reaction, but that initial reaction, it can't be the final feeling about it. I mean, maybe it is, but it isn't always. And so it is sometimes hard to like watch these videos where people say like, oh my God, I can't believe this product. I just use it right now and it's the best thing I've ever used in my life. And it's like, well, we'll see, you know? So that kind of bugs me, and I don't love watching those type of videos. Like, I don't have a problem with your first impression, but let me know later too. All right, the last video that I have a problem with are videos that are entitled, I spent $1,000 at blah, 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 and this is my haul, or, you know, $500 worth of this makeup. Like, yes, if I want to go through and add up everything that, you know, you bought, I can figure out how much it costs. Like, there's no secret there. But it just feels uncomfortable to me when it says in a title of a video, I spent however much money. Like, it just makes you feel uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe that's just me. You know, we all know how much this stuff costs, whether we know it already or we can look it up, but I just don't want to like see it on the screen. It feels clickbaity, you know? You know, similarly, when people put a title of a video, I think Jessica Braun talked about this one too, where it will say, it'll like say best product ever, but like it won't even say what they're going to be talking about. And it's like, I get it. I mean, you know, you're kind of like, oh, what is it though? You know, you want to click on it and see it, and that's the whole point of clickbait. But, you know, like, that's kind of annoying to me. It's like, you know, just tell me what it is that you're going to talk about, you know? It's just not my favorite thing. Like I said, I would really love to hear what your favorites and least favorites are. Please let me know in the comment section below. I just would love to hear what you have to say, but also this will help me in filming videos to hear what you guys want to see and what you don't want to see. Now, of course, there are not going to be PR hauls on my channel, at least at this point, because I don't get PR. But nevertheless, I'd really like to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. That all helps me out so much. I really appreciate you being here and watching my video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.